Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the start recording has been started. So today we'll talk about the introduction to AWS and cloud actually. So in general term, what is cloud? What you understanding what is cloud is?
Yes,
So I mean, what your understanding is regarding cloud. So have you
cloud
heard
is
this
like,
term?
yeah,
Yeah,
um, s- uh, and cloud is like a place where you can put your
data.
files or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and
So
secured and all of that.
yeah, so that is also one form of cloud. You're talking about storage service, right?
Yes,
Just example, Google Drive. Okay,
yes,
but in short, if I'll tell you what is so it's a one form of a service which clouds provides you. Okay, so in short, if I'll say any service which you use via the internet, so that is called cloud. Okay, now what type of service? Let's say storage service. Google Drive is an example of storage service. Compute service will be having servers. That is the compute service. Database service. So these are the example of clouds. Okay, clouds that cloud provides. Okay,
okay,
so that is the thing. Now, why we use cloud? So here another question used to come: why we are using cloud? So cloud is nothing but if you'll say servers. Let's talk about servers or storage. So just like we used to store our photos in Google Drive, we could have saved it in our local laptop as well, right? But let's say if I'll talk in the perspective of some organization, so put uh, i I can't put everything in my local machine. If I'll put, I have to pay. If I'll give you the real time example, so let's say I want to create a application, maybe in Python or Java. Okay, I'm giving you the real time scenario. Okay, let's say it's a web
okay,
application, website, or whatever it is, just like e-commerce website we were having amazon.com. Okay, so that is the thing uh, here. So what you have to do, you need a server to deploy your code, to deploy this code. Okay, so we need a server. So let's say I'll be for server. So what else do we need? Let's say will be I want to deploy one application which is in Python or Java. So what I'll do, I have to, I'm talking about uh, early before cloud, let's say 2005. Okay, so what I have to do, I will buy a server. One server will work? No, at least we need 3 to 4 servers. Fine, I have to buy a, I have to rent or buy a space where I'll put those servers, office basically. Okay.
okay,
Second thing, I have to electricity. Obviously, I have to take care of electricity. I have to take care of the. I need some techies. Okay, to handle all those data centers. Okay, cabling. I'll be needing. So all these things. So you can see how much money I'll invest. How much
yes,
money? Yeah. So it's too much. Okay. So that is a thing. And along with that, let's say 3 4 server is fine. Okay, I'm investing lots of money. I have acquired all these things, but then also I'm having 3 4 servers. But let's say no one is coming into my website, then what I'm doing, I'm wasting my resources, right? Okay, if let's say traffic is not too much, no one is coming to my web application, so it means I'm wasting my resources. Okay, now what if lots of people are coming, just like a flash sale? Okay, lots of people I was not expecting that many traffic. Okay, and lots of people are coming, lots of traffic is getting generated. So what will happen? Your server will not
Reset.
able to manage those traffic, so that server will be crashed. So even if you are investing that many amount of money, you're not getting scalability. What is scalability? I'll just discuss. Okay, so these are the problem with the in-house server. I'll be saying on-prem server, on-premise server, or they'll say in-house server. Okay, so these are the problems. So if I'll talk about the cloud, so just now I have told you what is cloud. Any service which you use via the internet. Okay, so I will go to the cloud provider, let's say AWS, Amazon, or Azure, or Google Cloud, and I'll say okay, I need a server. So they will give me a server. Do I need space? No. Do I need electricity? No. Do I need techies? No. Do I need cabling system? No. And the thing, to acquire all those things, I'll need months. And here, within 5 to within 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, sorry, I will acquire a server. Okay, if you are in free tier, and if let's talk about the money perspective, if you are in free tier, you can launch the server free of cost as well. Okay, so that is the thing. If you are in free tier, you can launch the server free of cost within few minutes. And within earlier I was taking months, now I can do it in few minutes or hours, and it's a free of cost. Or if you are out of free tier, maybe you'll charge in dollars, so it's not also 1/10 of it. Okay, so that is the reason we are using cloud. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, so what cloud providers are available? What are the cloud providers we are currently available in the market? So if I'll talk about the big players. We were having hundreds of vendors, small vendors. Okay, so Amazon is there by AWS is there by Amazon. Azure is there, okay, by Microsoft.
Google.
Google Cloud Platform is there by Google. Ali Cloud is also there. Okay, IBM Cloud is there. Dell Boomi is there. Okay, so these are the cloud providers currently in the market. But why we are going for the AWS only? So I'm talking about the 2016. Okay, 2016-17. Okay, so the total market acquisition of AWS alone was 51%. Okay, market acquisition of Azure was around 13%. GCP was around 4 to 5%. It was around 5 to 6%. They were nowhere in the game. Okay. Now the current scenario has been changed currently. So now it's 47%. Now it's 23%. It's a big leap. And even this is also around 8%. And now early cloud is nowhere in the game. So here you can see still AWS is the market leader. Okay, 47%, and it's huge. Now, along with that, if I'll talk about the data centers, okay, so out of all complete cloud space, again I'm talking about 2016, AWS was having 90% cloud space. Out of complete cloud space, AWS was having 90% cloud space, and rest of other 10% was distributed among others.
Okay.
Okay, data centers I'm talking about. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a thing. So that's why I've just told you what is cloud, why we are using cloud, what cloud providers are there. Okay,
Okay.
so let's talk about the types of cloud. Okay, let's talk about the types of cloud. Everything is there in the slides. I will share the slides once we're done with the course. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so types of cloud, mostly we were having three types of cloud. We'll be having public cloud, we'll be having private cloud, we'll be having hybrid cloud. One more cloud is there. Okay, so that is not in that much famous, I would say. Okay, but one more type of cloud is there, and that is called community cloud.
Okay.
Now, what is public cloud? Hybrid cloud, it means public plus private.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so what is public cloud? So let's assume this my room is a data center. Okay, so here, if I'll talk about public cloud, you can also provision the server, you can also rent server from this my room. Paul can also rent the server from this data center. From I'm talking about my room. Okay,
Okay.
so that is called public cloud. Any people from anywhere in the world can provision a server there. Okay, so that
Okay.
is called public cloud. Now, what is private cloud? On-prem servers are also the example of private cloud. Okay, so now in private cloud, I'll be saying, okay, so this is the data center. I'll be taking again example of my room. So let's say my room is a data center, and you will be saying, okay, I will rent complete your data center. You should not provide that data center to other people. So that is called your private cloud.
Okay.
Okay, the still it's not on premise. On premise is also considered as a private cloud. Instead of on premise, you are just renting the server from some vendor. Still, the servers, the physical hardware, and all those things will be managed by them. You don't have to take care of.
Okay.
Okay, so that is called private cloud. And public cloud, anyone can provision the server. Now, what is called community cloud? Now, community cloud is nothing but, let's say, big players will come together. Let's say Accenture, Infi, or Goldman Sachs. And they'll say, okay, let's build a cloud together. We will share the cost and we'll share the resources. So that is called example of community cloud.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a different types of cloud. I was telling you about the AWS, so I will take that one as well. So I guess we were having around 196 countries in the world, and AWS is having clients in around 170 plus countries. So that big AWS is. Okay, I'll talking about some major clients of AWS is Netflix. Okay, know what is Coca-Cola. Okay, Uber. Okay, so these are the even US government also use this AWS cloud. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so these are the some players in India. We were having some small players also who are using AWS. If even Hyderabad government is using some extent of AWS because one data center is in Hyderabad as well. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so that is a thing. Community cloud, I've already told you. Now let's talk about the deployment model. Sometime they will use this deployment model as a type of cloud. Okay, they will use this term vice versa, type of cloud and deployment model. But actually, I'll tell you what is this. Okay, so you might have heard this term: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, FaaS. Okay, so ZaaS. I guess you'll not heard this thing. Okay, so what infrastructure? IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So as a service, it means nothing. I'm renting something. Okay, I'm not buying it. I'm renting that thing. Fine. So that is called my infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure is nothing but, I will be saying, hardware. Okay, hardware. So what are the hardwares? So they will provide us the motherboard. They will provide us the RAM. They will provide us the hard disk. Okay, they'll provide us the BIOS. Okay, so the infrastructure is nothing but that. Okay, they will basically provide you the hardware. We can use whatever software, we can use whatever OS we want. So that is called nothing but a infrastructure as a service. We'll rent only the infrastructure, only the hardware, only the physical things. Okay, so that is called infrastructure as a service. Now, what is platform as a service? Platform as a service. So platform as a service, think of IaaS as your laptop. So what we'll be having in our laptop, we'll be having motherboard. Above it, we'll be having RAM. Above it, we'll be having hard disk and BIOS. Okay, so that is our hardware thing. Okay, now platform. So along with the IaaS, they will provide us the platform as well. Now, what is the platform? Let's say our OS. Currently, I'm inside my Windows platform. Okay, so along with the RAM, hard disk, BIOS, they will provide us the platform as well. So that is called your platform as a service. Okay, platform, if you'll be, SAP is one PaaS service. If you know, Salesforce will be having a PaaS service. Okay, and AWS is the one of the major vendor, a cloud vendor, which will provide all kinds of deployment model. Okay, now if we'll talk about the SaaS, software as a service. Now what is software as a service? So software as a service, it means software, you'll just use it. Okay, you cannot do, example of your software as a service is WhatsApp. Example of your software as a service is Chrome. Outlook is a best example of it. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so that is called software as a service. Fine, so these are the in Outlook you can't do things, you can just use it. Okay, and that is provided by the Microsoft. Here, the major player, why AWS is famous, it's because of this infrastructure as a service. So here the, I mean, main player is AWS. But why, the reason Microsoft has been taken leap, it's because of this SaaS service. We were having Outlook, we were having Office, Excel, we were having Word. Okay, we were having PPT. Okay, so if I'll talk about complete Office 365, so this is the reason Microsoft is leaping, because we're still not having any substitute of this. We're still using Skype in every organization. We use Outlook in every organization. Okay, we use OneNote in every organization. So that is the reason Microsoft is major player in it and nowhere in the game. Okay, so that is called your software as a service. Now, function as a service is a very awesome thing. Okay, so that, have you heard serverless? So that is called your function as a service. Till now, we were having servers. Now it's serverless. Okay, so I'll give you the introduction of Lambda. We were having Lambda as well. Okay, so in last, I guess it on last day it will be covered. Fine. That will not be under that AWS admin, but then also I will just give you the introduction of it because it's a very cool thing and it's a very famous thing. Okay. Now, so ZaaS is not, it's not any kind of a deployment model, but it's a term that has been used mostly by the clients. They'll be saying, I need this solution, use anything as a service. Now, what is anything as a service? Use either this, either this, either this, or this. I need the end product. So you'll see mostly it in a client requirement. Okay, so that is called a ZaaS. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So any doubt in this till now what we have discussed?
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So these are the your basic of introduction of cloud, I would say. So now let's quickly jump to the AWS Cloud. Okay. So AWS came around 2005. In 2005, yeah. So earlier it was a plan that they will use this platform for their e-commerce website. Okay, that is nothing but Amazon.com. But later on they decided to sell it. Okay, later on they decided to sell it as a service. Okay, the first service which they have launched is SQS service. Fine. Now what is SQS? It's a simple queue service. We'll not discuss that because it's a high level topic, so it will take a time. Okay, and for AWS admin they don't expect you to know this SQS service. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is regarding the AWS Cloud. If I'm talking about the services, so what kind of service? Let's say I will be saying storage service. I'm having database service. We were having big data service. Okay, compute service, even satellite blockchain service. Even satellite service has been provided by the AWS. Okay, that's what I said. It was having around 170 plus services AWS provides. Okay. Now, most of the time I get a question, maybe you'll get it in a new interview or someone will ask you if you were the interviewer or something, that what are what are the services which we use in real life? So they will I get this question in every batch. So what are the services? We were having around 170 plus services, and what are the services we will use in real life? So I would be saying this question is itself wrong. Okay.
Okay.
The reason is each and every services in AWS is used in real life. It depends what service you want to use. Okay. So if you are
Okay.
admin, if you are admin, AWS admin, so like us, we will discuss S3, we will discuss EC2, we'll discuss IAM. Okay. If you are the developer, we will discuss Beanstalk. If you are the big data guy, we will discuss Athena. Okay. Or Redshift. If you are blockchain guy, we will discuss blockchain. Okay. So all these things. So I guess I get this question most of the time, and this question is itself wrong. Each and every service is used in the real time because since 2005, AWS is investing billions of dollars, and it's not because okay, only few service will be used in real life. Okay, it makes no sense. Each and every services will be used in real life. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is all about your AWS. Okay. So services which we will be using, I will just discuss. I will first tell you about the global infra. Okay. Nothing but about the data centers and all. Okay. And then we'll jump into the service that is IAM. It's nothing but identity access and management. Then we'll discuss S3. Okay. Then we'll discuss EC2, and then we'll discuss VPC, and then at last Lambda. I want to tell you Lambda because again it will not covered in the admin section, but I want to tell you Lambda. No worries if we'll overshoot half an hour and all. Okay, because it's
Okay.
in future serverless is the future. In future everyone will work on serverless. Okay, so currently who are using the serverless? So Netflix is using serverless. Okay, so Netflix is Amazon itself is using serverless. Okay, so I will just give you the introduction what is serverless, and that is fine with you. Okay,
Okay.
so let's start with the global infrastructure. Let's start with the global infrastructure. Do you have any doubts in this till now?
No.
Okay, great. So global infrastructure, I'll just open the paint. So as I've already said, out of 196 countries, approx 200 countries, AWS having client in 170 plus countries. Okay, so it means there will be lots of data centers, there will be lots of servers. Okay, so before saying servers, what is your understanding? What is servers? Do you have any
What?
idea of it? What is server?
It's like storage.
Sorry,
Like storage.
storage. You can say, but server is more than that. Okay, no issues. I'll be saying. Okay, we'll be saying compute service. So compute, it means nothing but a computer. Okay, so if you will see the old books like ninth or 10th class of book textbook, you'll get the definition like high configuration computer. Okay, so currently we are in IT world, so we can't say what is I mean high configuration computer, so we have to add something into it. So just रुक जा. High configuration computer, what is server? High configuration computer which serves us the data. Okay, so it's nothing but a computer which is of high configuration. Okay, so if let's say you're typing facebook.com, so there is some server sitting which will immediately respond you when you'll type facebook.com or when you'll type anything in the Google. Okay, so that is called servers. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Request and response, have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, no issues. So I'll be saying this is my server. So in real time there will be hundreds of server. Currently I'm just taking one. So let's say it's a server of Facebook. So you are the user here. So when you are typing facebook.com, so what you're doing exactly, you are requesting the server. And how you're requesting, you might have heard HTTP protocol or HTTPS, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is the thing. If I'll click on here, this is HTTPS site.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is the thing. Okay, so if you are just typing facebook.com, you are actually, what you're doing, you are requesting the server. We use the term requesting the server. In which port? I guess you know, it's port 80. Once you will request, this server will respond you. How it will respond? It will respond you in the same port. Okay, so this is the request response thing. Here I am the user. In real time, hundreds of users will access this server. Okay, so I will request the server, and server will respond us with the proper page based on our request. Fine. So this is the basic request response thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so server is a physical hardware which will be placed somewhere. Okay, so let's say I'm in India. Let's say I'm in India, and instead of facebook.com, I'll just, or let's take the facebook.com example only, and this server is in US. Okay, so my request has to travel all the way to from India to US, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there will be a delay. If the server will be in India only, they'll not be having delay, right? But
Yes.
currently it will be having a delay, that we called it as a latency, if you might have heard. Okay, so that is the thing. Just so I was in here, so I was telling you the servers. Okay, so we were discussing about the global infrastructure. Okay, so I was telling you about the server because we were also having servers all over the world. AWS will be having servers all over the world. Okay, so those servers will be divided into the several regions. Okay, now what is region? Now region is a AWS term. Okay, and it means it's a geographical location. Okay, we'll
Okay.
be having different geographical location where our data center will be placed. Okay, and data center is nothing but a place where we will actually put our servers, where I will actually put our computers. Okay,
Okay.
so in going forward, I'll not say computer, I'll be saying servers. Okay, so server is just like your laptop. Okay, you can't just store it, you can manipulate the things as well. Getting my point? Okay, so regions. Okay, so this is the AWS term we used to say, and that's a geographical location. Currently we were having around 20 regions. So this is anything you should know, but no one will ask you in the interview like how many regions we were having, and around 5 regions. They will come up with another 5 region within 2020, I guess. Okay, now in one region we'll be having data centers. Okay, in AWS term we will say it as a availability zone. Okay,
Okay.
So in actual data center, it will be a size of maybe it's a football ground or bigger than the football ground. We'll be having that much big data centers. Okay, and in availability, in AWS term, I will be seeing it as a availability zone. Okay, so I will be saying, let's talk about AWS global infrastructure. So I said it's a, this is, let's take this it as a region. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
So inside this region, I'll be having availability zone. I will be seeing it as a AZ. Okay.
Okay.
So in one region, let's say I'll be having, one region is US and one region is India. I'll take example of India. Okay, this is my region, Indian region. Inside this region, we'll be having data center. I'm having this data center, and along with this, I'll be having two another data centers as well. We are having three different data centers, and the thing is, they are connected to each other.
Okay.
Why it is, why they are connected to each other, I'll be saying. So if I'll be saying, let's say this availability zones will be in the same city but at a far place. Okay, there will be a difference of 20-30 kilometers. Okay, let's say, I'll give you the example. Let's say I've stored something in this data center. Okay, but what
Okay.
if this data center gone down due to flood or due to electrical outage? Okay, so at that time, so due to this, we'll be having one another data center which is uh, which will be at a distance from this data center. Okay, and if this will be gone down, this will come into the picture. So that's why whenever I will put any image here, okay, so this term we will use it in the S3 as well. It will by default replicate it to here as well and here as well. Fine. If I'll put some image, I'll just give the example. I'll not say file or something. Okay, I'll just, let's say I'm putting some image or putting some movie here. It will by default replicate it to these other data centers. In
Okay.
upcoming from now, I'll be saying availability zone. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So now you're fine with the what is region, what is availability zone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll again go back to this, what I've told you. Let's say I'm having server, someone will request from here, user. Fine. Have you heard word caching?
What is it?
Caching. Have you heard how you pronounced? Have you heard this
No.
term?
No.
Yeah. So what it is exactly, it will store the temporary files, right? Frequently accessed files.
Okay.
Okay. So in this term only I'm talking about here. Let's say this server is in US and it's application amazon.com. Okay, this server is in US and I have user from India want to access it. Want to access. I've already told you
Request.
there will be a request and there will be a good
Response.
amount of, there will be a amount of latency, which is not good, right? Because our request has to travel all the way from India to US,
Yes.
right? So what is the solution for it? So we were having, what we'll do, we'll having data center here. Okay. So before this telling this, let me talk about this caching. Okay. So if I'll come to my browser, if I'll type Gmail, I'm already signed in. Okay. I've just closed the browser. So if I'll click here, immediately I will get access to my Gmail. Immediately it will open because I've already logged in. Okay. If I'll try to open Facebook also, immediately it will open. Fine. But what if, but even you might have tried this, but what if I will clear the cache, I will clear the history. Okay, I will clear the browsing history, I will clear the cache. Okay, I will clear the cookies. So what will happen? It will take time to load. I guess you have faced this, you also, we used to
Yes.
face this in daily life, right?
Yes.
Because yeah, because if I've already logged in here, I have saved everything, I have saved the temporary files in caching, in our cache memory. Okay, but if I'll delete this cache memory, again it will load all the things from the server. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so that was the thing, that is called caching. Now if I want to access this, let's say I want to access this amazon.com, my request will travel all the way to US server, and that is not acceptable. It will take a long time just to go there. Okay, and if the if request is slow, obviously response will also slow, because again the data packets has to travel from US to India. So for what is the solution? So we'll be having a data center here. This is also data center. Availability zone is also a data center, but there is a term called, I have used availability zone. Okay, so that is the availability zone, that is a big data center. Here I'm talking about the small data center. Okay, I'm saying data center because just to make you understand. Okay, and lots of people will be from India will be requesting this server. So what this server will do, it will cache or it will load the frequently accessed details here. Okay, let's say some flash sale is going on. Okay, so what they will do, they will access the okay, so they will assume that okay, we will be having lots of traffic for this particular products.
Yes.
Lots of people will access this particular product. This product will be having images and all. So what they will do, they will put those images here so that it will load frequently. Okay, so when the first user will log in, it will be having he will face latency, he or she will face latency because the data packets anyway has to travel till here. Okay, but now what server will do, it will cache the content here. Okay, it will put all the contents here, and from next time when the people will, another user will access, it will get the data from here.
Okay.
Okay, so this data center is nothing called, this is called edge locations. Okay, so what we'll do in edge locations, we'll put the frequently accessed file there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I have used the term edge locations. Okay, If I'll talk about regions, we were having 20 regions. Example, US is one region, North Virginia. Okay, UK is one region. Okay, US will be having another region just like Ohio. Okay, and we were having one region in China, Hong Kong. We were having one region in India. Okay, so these are the regions. We will be having around. We were having around 80 plus availability zone. Okay, in North Virginia, I guess we were having six. Earlier it was five. Now we were having six availability zones. In India, in Mumbai region, we were having three availability zones. Okay,
Okay.
but availability zone is a data center size of football ground, I would say, and edge location is a data center size of a small building. Fine, just try to understand the difference. Okay, availability zone, we were having edge location around 196 plus edge location all over the world. In India itself, we were having five edge locations, and one itself is in Hyderabad, where I'm me and Paul were there. Okay, we were having in Bangalore, we were having in Delhi, we were having in Mumbai. Okay, and we were having in Chennai. Anyway, no one will ask you where the data center, where the edge locations are there, but I'm just giving you the example. In India itself, we were having five edge locations.
Okay.
Okay. So this is about your global infrastructure. Okay. So what we will do, and I've already told you, we will be having only one prerequisite, and that is AWS free tier account. Okay. So I will just show you. I just open the Google. Are you using Windows or Mac?
Windows.
Windows. Okay. So just type it on Google AWS free tier account. I have shared the link for this as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So here you can come AWS free tier. So here you'll see create a free tier account, or here you can just create a free tier account. You can click
Okay.
any one of those. Here you'll type your mail address, your password, okay, and account, AWS account name. I would suggest use the proper account name. Let's say my name is Praveen. My name is Praveen Srivas. So I'll just type properly Praveen Srivas. Don't use pseudonames. Pseudonames, I would be saying Avengers, Scavengers, and all those things. Okay, because there will be a chance, there will be a very minimal chance that AWS will block your account.
Okay.
Okay, here I'm already having account, so I'll not do that. Okay, so mail ID, uh, password, you can confirm password, you can type the account name, you can type like this, Praveen Srivas, or you can just type like Praveen Srivas. It's up to you, and you can continue. It's just like signing up on Facebook. Okay,
Okay.
you will give address, you will give the proper address, no worries, and you can then use your credit card details. Here they'll charge only 2 penny just to check the credit card credentials and all. Okay, just to check whether credit card is valid or not. There, I
Okay.
guess it will not be more than $1. In even that will be also get back to you. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you will create a free tier account, you will see this. Once you will log in. Okay. So today we have covered a lot actually. So once you will log in here, you will see this screen. Okay, AWS Management Console.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, if you want to come back to the home page, you can click like this. Here, which is support. You're having support centers, you're having forums, you're having documentation and all. When you'll create a free tier account, just choose the plan basic. Okay, we'll be having, I guess at that time it was 3 plans: basic, developer, and pro something. You'll choose the plan basic. Okay, free tier account. Okay, because it will not charge you anything, it will not charge you a penny as well. Okay, so
Okay.
choose the plan basic. Okay, but the thing is, you'll not get any support for this AWS free tier account is valid for 1 year. That is also one reason that people are coming to AWS instead of Microsoft, because Microsoft give you this account only for 1 month. Now I guess within a month back or 2 months back, they have updated to 1 year as well. Okay, so AWS will provide you the 1 year subscription. Okay, and most of the service is free. You can use it freely. Okay, but up to certain extent. Okay,
Okay.
so I will tell you the at that same time when I'll teaching you, I'll tell you the limitations. Okay, so this is the limitation, just be within that limit and you will not be charged. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you will be charging, let's say we will, instead of 1 GB RAM, because it's already happened in our company, most of the time it will be happening. Let's say I was about to provision the server with 1 GB RAM, but instead of that I have provisioned it with 256 GB RAM. Okay, so don't do that, don't do that experiment, otherwise you'll be charged heavily. Fine. So just follow my instructions and you will not be charged a single penny as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So here currently this, if you want to go to the home page, this will be the thing. This will be the button. I will say support center. You'll not get much. You'll be having access to forum documentation and all. Here I have talked about regions.
Okay.
Okay. So currently I'm in Mumbai region. You can use US West, North California, Oregon, Hong Kong, North Virginia, but stick to one region. Okay, otherwise it will happen like I have created something in Mumbai region, you are creating something in another, again I'll create something in another region, so it will confuse and it will be chargeable. Fine.
Okay.
So what we'll do, we will stick to one region, Mumbai, for you. It's your choice which region you want to stick to it. Okay,
Okay.
just I would suggest the choose the region which is nearer to you. If it's North Virginia is nearer to you, choose that region. Okay, if London is nearer to you, choose that region. Okay,
Okay.
Mumbai is the nearer location. It's a region. Mumbai is a nearby region, so that's why I'm using Mumbai one. Fine. So this is my admin account. Okay. Here you can see the details. My account, my organization, my service quotas, and my billing dashboard. So this is a very important thing. So here you'll see I have not charged for this month. I didn't charge a single penny. This month is about to complete. Okay, it's the 24th. Okay, and I haven't charged a single penny because I'm still inside the free tier. I'm still within the free tier. Okay, free
Okay.
tier limit. And if you'll be chargeable, it's because of, I mean, our mistake only. Most sometime also I used to charge, like last month I was charged. Well, it's not $2. But if it's a $2, $3, that is fine.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that is a thing. So, but if you'll stick to the limits, you'll not be charged. Like currently, I'm taking one batch daily. I used to log in daily. I used to do something, but still now I didn't charge a single penny because now I just used to remove the things. Okay, once I'll use it and then I will delete those things.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a thing. So I have sent you the mail regarding that regarding this AWS account creation. So did you created it?
No, not yet. I will do that.
Okay, just please do that. Okay, and yeah, so that is all for today, and from tomorrow we will discuss IAM.
Okay.
Okay, so resource group, I'll not discuss it now. So services, I've already told you we were having around 120 170 plus services, and that services will be categorized in different category. So here you'll be seeing we were having compute category, we were having storage category. Okay, we were having database category, satellite category is also there, blockchain category is also there. Okay, internet of things is also there, game development is also there, lots of things are there. Okay, but we have to focus on only few things. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so that is a thing. So I would suggest you to create a AWS free tier account. If you'll be having any doubt, if you'll be facing something, just take the snap of it and send it in the that group what Paul has been created.
Okay. Sure.
Sure. Okay. So from tomorrow we'll start with the service called IAM.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah. Okay, Paul. So if you're not having any questions, we can close this call.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.